Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been quite some time since I posted an update. I actually want to say the last pregnancy update I did was, okay, it was either 20 to 25 weeks pregnant or 25 to 30. I can't remember, so I'm really sorry. But either way, I'm here to provide a pregnancy update. I'm really sorry about my... So if you can't tell, I am actually in baby girl's nursery. I will eventually try and do like a nursery tour, but for now, I don't want to do one because we don't want to reveal her name until after she's born. And I actually today, after I film a couple of videos, I want to try and get my hospital bag packed because I am 35 weeks, 4 days? Yeah. I will be 36 weeks next Wednesday and today's Sunday, so... yeah, this pregnancy is moving along and I can't believe that it's almost over and we're gonna meet this baby girl. I'm just gonna start right off the bat and give you a bump shot because I feel, I don't actually know where the best place to do this is. Maybe if I put it, we have I'm just gonna do this for now. But yes, that is my 35-week bump. I'm feeling quite big. So far, well, not so far, but through this pregnancy now up to this point, I have gained 20, last time I went to the doctor, I weighed 162, like just about 162. So I've gained 23 pounds. Is that right? Because I started at 139, I'm going to say. That was my first weigh-in at the doctor. I have to let my dog out. Hold on one second. Go ahead. Okay. So I know while I was just trying to give you a bump shot, you probably just saw the things that are in her nursery. So it's very minimal. That's my goal this time. I'm trying to kind of, obviously this is our 5th baby, so we kind of know like what we need, what we don't need. I'm trying to just keep things more simple. I just don't, I like know the baby essentials that I personally like to use, and I have done my best to, I guess, make her nursery as girly as I can, while not overdoing it. This right here behind me, if you can't tell, I didn't think we were gonna leave this in here, but this has always been like our guest bedroom. It was my husband's office / guest bedroom for a while, and obviously now we need all 4 of our bedrooms because my husband and I sleep in the master, and then my 4 boys, the twins share a room, and then Liam and Logan share a room, and then the baby will have her own room because she's a different gender, which I do feel a little bit bad about, but her room is definitely the smallest room of all of them, so it kind of works out because the people that have to share a room have a bigger room. But my mother-in-law, who lives in Florida, is actually, when she's born, she is going to be sleeping here, on this futon in her room, and I think I might just leave it in here just for when my mother-in-law leaves. It might be nice just to, like, I'm gonna be exclusively breastfeeding, hopefully if everything goes well. I'm gonna give my all to this breastfeeding journey because I feel like this is the first time that I have the opportunity to really like give it my all, because my kids are, my other 4 kids are older now, and I feel like they're going to be more helpful instead of me being concerned that like somebody's getting hurt. If somebody's getting hurt, my oldest, who's 7, can kind of help figure things out for me, let me know what's going on. So yeah, breastfeeding is like a huge thing for me this time around. I really, really want to try and breastfeed for her first full year. If we can't reach that milestone, at least the first 6 months is what I really want to do, because the longest I ever breastfed any of my boys was 3 months, and that was with my first Liam, and he was my first baby, but he just didn't latch well, and I had to pump so much, and I was already pregnant by the time he was 3 months old, so it was kind of crazy. I think one of my kids is calling me. I don't want to be detected. But anyways, so yeah, I've told you about my weight gain. I have had no other issues. I have been super fortunate. Now my dog is scratching. I can never do a video without somebody interrupting. So like I said, I will do a nursery tour, but right now, this will be my pregnancy update up to week 35. So this is, I think, going to be like a 10-week pregnancy update, which is so bad. But yeah, I officially have like a month left of this pregnancy, if I even go full term, which I'm sure I will, because with all of my boys, I was either induced or, yeah, I think I was induced with all of them. In terms of the pregnancy, I've been feeling great. Like I truly cannot complain. I haven't had any issues with blood pressure. I'm just starting to swell a little bit now, and that's only if I've been on my feet for a long time, which is very normal. And it's not even excessive. Like it's just a little bit of like a little swelling in my ankles, and then like my toes and my feet do look like just a little bit swollen, but considering I don't think that's bad. Let's see. It started officially last week. I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and now I go every week until the baby's here. She is definitely head down. I know the last time I had updated, she was breech. I feel like she was breech for a really long time. She switched probably at like 32 weeks. I would say that since 32 weeks, she's been head down every time I've been checked. So fingers crossed that she stays that way and she just doesn't decide to pull anything crazy on us. But other than that, she's not very active during the day. Like there are days where I'm like, oh my God, I don't even feel like I felt her today. But then if I like stop, I don't know what just happened, but I was recording and then my camera on my phone just like crashed. It literally just went back to the home screen. So I didn't thankfully record too much, but I'm just gonna, I forget where I left off, but anyways, up until this point, I have been going to the doctor starting last week. I'm going every week until she's here. I don't think that she's gonna come early, mainly because none of my boys have been early. My oldest was like a week late. He was due January 1st. He came January 7th. My son Logan, I was supposed to be induced, and I ended up going into labor the night before he was supposed to be induced, and then he was born on the day he was supposed to be induced. So he was like 41 weeks as well. And then my twins, they ended up inducing me at 38 weeks. So all of my kids have been like induced, evicted basically. So I know this is a girl, and this pregnancy has been like more challenging to me. And I truly think that it's because I'm home with 4 boys and I have to take care of them, and You just scared the poo out of me. Logan.
Why did you get some nuggets?
Ask Daddy, please, because I'm filming a video. Say, Daddy, Mommy's filming a video. Can you get me some food? Daddy never gets breakfast. Oh my God. Just scared the shit out of me. Anyways, so, okay. I don't think that she will come anytime before 39 to 40 weeks because none of my boys did. But like I said, because this is a girl, I do think that this pregnancy has felt different. I do think that I'm just more tired at the end of the day. And I think it's for 2 reasons. One, because I'm home caring for 4 boys instead of going to work, where I was a triage nurse, so I did a lot of phone calls and I was sitting on my bum a lot. Whereas now I'm constantly bending and I'm constantly like cleaning and like just physically exerting myself. So I feel like that's kind of helped my weight gain to a normal level, because I do think that like 23 pounds for being 35 weeks is not bad. My goal was to gain no more than 30 pounds, so I'm hoping that I do stay under that, although the last week I've not been eating so good. Yesterday, my husband and I had a date night because my parents came over and we ended up getting Mexican, and I like feel like I can see it in my face, and I definitely woke up and felt like my fingers and toes were swollen. So I have to really like increase my water intake and just get better about that, and just kind of clean up my diet a little bit, because I don't know, I don't want to go to the doctor and like in 1 week gain 3 to 4 pounds and be like, So, like I said, I don't think she'll come early, but who knows? I did get a couple of Braxton Hicks contractions yesterday. Nothing's like significant, and they didn't last long. They weren't really painful, but I had maybe like 3 or 4 throughout the day. But again, we were like walking and didn't walk excessively, but it was enough that I was like, I noticed that. So that happened. I was talking before my camera shut off at one point about her movement. So she, compared to my boys, I feel like she's not a super crazy active baby. Like, I feel like I'm hoping that this might sort of show me how she is when she gets out of the womb. But she seems more chill. Like, she moves every once in a while, enough for me to be like, okay, she's okay in there, she's moving. But at night, she's definitely crazy. And I know that that's pretty common because during the day, they say that like the mother's movements rock the baby to sleep, and the baby's sleeping a lot at this point, like something crazy, like 20 plus hours. And she, like at night, like I said, as soon as I lay down and she doesn't feel me moving anymore, she like wakes up and she's kicking and she's moving around. So it's reassuring, and I just always make sure that if I don't feel her and I'm like nervous, I will sit down for a little bit just to kind of let my body rest, and then I do like a kick count. She's been active enough that I've never had to really worry about it. Other than that, everything's been fine. My diet could be better for sure. Like this pregnancy, still meat just grosses me out. I will eat it here and there. Like, my body will tell me when I'm really deficient, and it's like, okay, it will make me crave like a burger or something, but I haven't really been craving meat. I've still been craving a lot of carbs and candy, unfortunately. So I think that my physical activity at home, just constantly being up on my feet and cleaning and chasing the boys and running back and forth to school, I feel like that's enough between my eating to kind of like cancel it out. So I'm gaining the appropriate amount of weight. But I haven't been to the gym in like 2 months, I think. It's been a while. So that's not good. But other than that, I mean, it's winter and it's just been so cold and crappy that I haven't wanted to go outside. So yeah, let me see if I can remember anything else. I mean, my biggest things are just mildly swollen at the end of the day, which is super normal. And I have been tired. That's really it. One other thing, this might be TMI, but like my sex drive, not there at all. Like it's funny because each baby, like each stage during pregnancy, like you feel differently. And I'm just like so uncomfortable at this point. Like I just feel so big that I'm like, ugh, I just don't want to even think about any of it. So sorry for that TMI. If I know my parents sometimes watch these videos, but yeah. And I think I know some of my cousins also watch these videos, so I'm sorry for that information. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you guys have any questions, oh, one more thing, of course, I always remember. Baby is measuring spot on. Whenever they take like her fundal height, she's right on track. Her heart rate's been between 130s to 150s. Every time I go, I haven't had any issues with like protein in my urine, anything like that. So physically, I'm doing well. Weight gain, they say that I'm fine. Food could be better. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. This will be like my 35-week update. I will try and do like a little slideshow of each week of my pregnancy because I've been good about actually taking pictures. I think I've missed like 1 week here or there, so I'll just post what I have. But for the most part, I'm proud of myself because I'm better with videos and, well, not videos, I'm better with like pictures and actually tracking my pregnancy from week to week than I was before. So as usual, I should have written things down, but I just figured I'd just do this off the cuff. And yeah, I do have a baby girl haul coming, just for like clothes and stuff. After I did that, my mom literally gave me all the clothes that she had been buying the entire pregnancy. So I am so fortunate. My mom and dad went so nuts on baby girl. So let me actually just show you her closet because it's crazy. Okay, so and this actually would be good. I'm hoping nothing has her name on it over here. I don't think so. But So we got this cube unit at Target, and it's the white, I think it's from, it's not Threshold. I want to say it's like, I'll link it down below. I forget the name of it. It's like maybe Basics, something Basics. But yeah, that is what I have going on here, and I just randomly labeled. I also got these little labels that they like, you can pop them on and off. These were also bought at Target, and then I just used my label maker. So I've got like random baby accessories, bottoms, outfit sets, bows, hats, headbands. Anyways, I'm going to do a full nursery tour, but like I said, this is kind of how I have her closet set up. So I have a ton of stuff in here, and then like she's already got all these clothes. So that's crazy. Her hospital bag is ready to go. That is all of her stuff, her going home outfits. I have to open those 2 blankets. That is her car seat cover. I bought a belly bandit, my breast friend with the cover, and then that is a pillow that I'm going to bring to the hospital that matches my gown I got from, oh God, it's been so long since I bought all these things that I forget the name of them, but it's like, again, I'll link that down below, and I'll try and put something on the screen just so you can know the name of the company, but it's really, really cute, and I like the way that it looks. So, yes, that's about it. Up here, we just have random things. We still have to get our car seat installed in my car. We have to still kind of figure out the configuration that we want all 5 kids in the car. That's what I just wanted to show you. She has so many clothes, and I've gotten a lot more from my parents, and my cousin Caitlin is actually due 3 weeks after me, and she gave me a really sweet present at her baby shower. Got some clothes for baby girl, and yeah. So yeah, that is my, I believe it's 30 to 35 week, or 25 to 35 week update. This is my huge update of all the things. Like I said, if there's something I didn't cover, which I'm sure there's like a million things, and you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I will do the best I can to get back to you quickly. And I'm hoping to get my hospital bag packed and filmed for you today. I already have, like I said, baby girl's hospital bag ready to go, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I just need to get myself ready, and that's about it. So this is becoming real, guys. It's happening. I'm still waiting on my breast pump. So my insurance covered my breast pump 100%. I got the Spectra 2, which I've seen really good reviews on. Depending on how our breastfeeding journey goes, I do plan on maybe investing in the Willow pump, which are like legit hands-free. You can put them like in your bra, and they pump like while you're in the car driving. I have to drive to school 3 separate times for my kids. For the most part, I'm not gonna be like crazy out and about, especially my husband gets 18 weeks paternity leave, which is unheard of, and I am so excited that he's gonna be home pretty much he will be home the entire summer. So I am so grateful, and I'm so excited that he's gonna be home to help me. And that will really help us kind of establish a good breastfeeding routine, and he's gonna be able to kind of drop the kids off for me and just like allow me to stay in and just bond with baby girl as much as I can. So this is just so wonderful, and I'm really excited. But anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, you probably will see me multiple times throughout today to film multiple videos. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will get back to you. And subscribe if you have not and you like my content. Obviously on this channel, I do a lot of I did TTC. For the most part, I do Weight Watchers. So once I have this little girl, I'm gonna go right back on WW and try and lose this baby weight. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.